What are your guys' thoughts on sponsored display? Is it everything you hoped for?
No.
Yeah, there you go. Done. Yeah, pretty disappointing, huh?
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where, our Amazon ad reps always want us to spend more there. It seems like there's some initiative internally to increase spend.
Yes, it does seem like there's some kind of internal initiative. Yes.
I'm fully convinced.
Hmm.
And look, we would do it if there was a better return, but we don't even create sponsored display for products unless they're a top seller to begin with, or it's a product that's really aggressive in wanting to gain market share. But we have struggled to really see the type of return that we then want to deliver to our clients.
Yeah, I often say like, in that example of an account that spends like 10 grand a month on their ads, maybe it's like 500 or 1,000 on sponsored display. So it's normally like a pretty tiny campaign, usually with like the surest bets that we can possibly make for sure. So that's how I sort of think about sponsored display.
Yeah, I think the last poll I did, we were like 4% or something of our campaigns like
Yeah,
being allocated towards display. So
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, what we'll do sometimes is we'll use it as a starting point for DSP if a
Hmm.
brand is kind of hesitant. But that said, we always see much stronger ROI or ROAS on DSP than we do sponsored display, even though they now have this crossover of functionality.
Yeah, I think there's a reason why, DSP isn't totally self-service. Like a, random Amazon company on Amazon can't just go to DSP. Like there's a sort of a process that you have to go through in order to get there. And I think generally like because of those roadblocks, by the time that a company like gets to DSP, they understand what they're in store for and they have a better sense of like, oh, these are going to be different than sponsored products. I'm not going to expect the same ROI as like a branded sponsored product campaign. And I think, there's lots of value to DSP as long as you go in with the right mindset and sort of the right goals. I mean, I've met people that spend just as much on DSP as they do sort of the normal core products.
Those clients, what's their makeup? Like, are they like what type of categories are they typically
Mhm.
selling in? Like, I'll share from our side. We love DSP especially for consumables where there's a high repurchase rate,
Yeah.
but we've also had success with DSP for luxury priced items where you have to hit them multiple times because they're a high price point item.
Yeah, like or like super premium products. Like I don't know their account. I'm not inside their account. I imagine like the category of products that I normally see is like the Yeti cooler. Like generally like if someone's selling something where it's like the normal one is like $20 but theirs is like 80 and like super premium, then like, oh okay, like that takes time to tell that brand story, and like that's why it makes so much sense for DSP, and their margins are phenomenal so they have more time and resources to be able to go that extra mile. So like those kinds of brands generally crush it.